saved myself 40 quid just by knowing one knot for a hammock, and it's an easy knot to come to terms with. And I'll show you in a minute why this knot is going to save me money. It's the hammock itself and a couple of tree straps. Okay, now with these tree straps are a little longer than you get with your standard, and it's allowed me to replace for a lot of other gear, which I'll show you here. This is the way I used to do it. I used to have him on these here, which are whoopies, but I would also need with these the tree huggers, and maybe a toddle, but a stick would have done. Another way of doing it is these here, carabiners. This is from Thermarest, just for hammocks, and I could tie in a special hammock knot and put that in the beaner. But this now is a hardware free way of doing it, and I'm going to save money into the bargain. Let's do the knot first, then have a look at how this is going to save me money. A little side note here, I've replaced my hammock channel lines with these Amsteel 7/64 loops here. I've got a pair, I forget how much I paid, and not very expensive, a job well worth doing. Issue with somebody else's channel rings, and it was just a knot, and that knot came undone, and I ended up on the backside. So a little upgrade, well worth thinking about. No one wants to land on the backside when they're asleep. The webbing that goes around the tree has a loop which goes around the tree, and I'm going to feed the other end through that loop. I'm going to do that on both trees. This is the way it used to be done. Making a loop, folding that loop up towards the tree, and pull that bit through, that into there, and you'll see this loads on YouTube, and the continuous loop into here onto the hammock. Now that works fine, there's nothing wrong with it, it'll hold. But this is called the Becket Hitch, and it allows it to be totally hardware free. I'm going to put this in my pocket because I know I'm going to lose it. I actually tie straight onto the actual continuous loop. Like I said, mine is in Amsteel here. The webbing from the tree here, I want to take through the loop of the hammock, create a letter D behind the actual continuous loop, and put another loop through that, like that. And I can just extend this to make a larger ring here so I don't trip on it, and that is going to hold. Pull, all comes undone. I'll show that again. Let's use the red continuous loop, easy to see. Through it goes, and with the webbing I make a letter D, but it's got to be behind the continuous loop, like that. So if I was to reach up inside this letter D and get this excess tail through it, now I don't pull it all the way through, what I want to do is just pull a ring through that, and that will make it possible to undo in the morning. Letter D, fingers through. I don't pull all of it through, I just pull that much through. And I should be able to see this part here of the continuous ring sitting above the knot. Just going to tighten all that up. I have more length here on this webbing than I do the webbing here. So I'm just going to raise it. So there's no trouble with them knots holding. I've got my full body weight on this, as you can see. I want to see just how easy this is to undo. To undo, I grab this tail and pull towards the hammock. That is off. And to put it back on is easy. Letter D in, ensuring I see the actual continuous loop on top here. Okay. It's not going anywhere. Okay, now I want to tell you what we discussed in the beginning. How's that going to save me 40 quid just knowing that knot? Well, I've been looking at a pair of beetle buttles off Dutchware. They're 20 quid per buttle. 220's 40 quid. And all it is a gadget that goes onto the actual webbing off the tree, and you hook your continuous loop onto it and you can slide it up and down that line. 2 bottles, 40 quid. 1 knot saved me 40 quid. What if it rains? Shouldn't that water just drip down and wet my hammock? Moisture comes down the line, down the cord, wets the hammock, but this is acting as a drip ring. It'll collect the moisture here on this part, on the knot, and drip down the actual line like that. Now if you're in any doubt at all, you can take this loose end tail here and wrap it further up the line, the webbing here. I'm going to give that a go. Enough. I personally have never needed that. And that in a nutshell is the Becket Hitch. A difficult knot to learn at all. Saves you money as well. Hope you get a chance to use that because the head's disappeared. Hope you get a chance to use that because, like I said, that knot will save you 40 quid of your money, and you can put that towards better kit. Until next time, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.